everyone, welcome to Gusto News on Gusto TV Africa. My name is Emma, and yes, on today's news we have Wizkid, and we're going to be talking about Skales, and also on the news today we have Burna Boy. But before going on to what we have for you on today's news, I want to say thank you for all the followers here on the channel, the likes, the comments, the sharing, you sharing the gospel of Gusto. We see all of it and we really do appreciate you. And yes, if you're coming across this channel for the very first time, please do not forget to subscribe, and also do not forget to click on the post notification bell so as to know when we drop new content and also when we drop new videos for you. Alright, so yes, we're going to be talking about Big Wiz, Banky W, and we're going to be talking about Skales. So we all know, how the whole talk with Banky W and EME Records started. This one where, Banky W went on, this interview where he was with Ebuka and also with his wife. And, and he made some revelations about him, Wizkid, his relationship with Wizkid, and also, the deal he had with Wizkid that got a lot of people talking. And yes, he mentioned that, when he was supposed to have, like a 5 album deal with Wizkid, but then Wizkid went ahead to say, you know what, I'm just dropping 2, and also came to him to say, you know what, I'm done with the label and I just want to move ahead, and him giving Wizkid his blessing and telling him that, you know what, just go out there and do a whole lot for yourself. And also the fact that he actually addressed some issues, when the whole back and forth with Wizkid started, there were tweets that were made, there were things that were said. So he came in to say, you know what, I do not have any issues with Wizkid. We do business, we're cool, we're fine, and all of that. Like I said, this got a whole lot of people talking. But then after this interview was put out, Wizkid actually responded to this interview with laugh out loud, and people were like, okay, Wizkid shouldn't have done that, and went ahead to say maybe Wizkid has actually lost, respect for Banky W. Okay, this was when, Banky W said he was actually disappointed or not happy when Wizkid, could not make it to his wedding. But then according to, people, they said Wizkid actually, reached out to Banky W, explaining the reason why he was not able to make it to his wedding. And also, Wizkid, when he came into Nigeria, made sure to pay, Banky W a visit to say, okay, I'm sorry, boss, for not being able to make it to your wedding just because I had a show, but then I'm here now, to celebrate with you. But then Banky W also said, actually came on this interview to say he wasn't happy when Wizkid did not show up for his wedding, and Wizkid responded to that particular one with laugh out loud. We were like, okay, Wizkid shouldn't have said anything. But then after this whole, Banky W story, someone else, who used to be part of the EME Records actually decided to come out and speak, and that person happened to be Samklef. So he actually came out, demanding for his royalties and things that he felt he deserved at that point. And he called out Banky W, saying how come his name was removed as the composer and also the producer for the song Pakurumong. And he told Samklef that if he wants to get answers for this particular question that he's asking, that he should reach out to Sony Music and also reach out to Wizkid. And Samklef also went ahead to tag Wizkid, saying, you know what, Banky W has asked me to reach out to you, so you give me some explanation on why I'm not getting royalties for this particular song. But then Wizkid did not respond, and we all thought the whole thing has died down. We'll not be hearing Samklef come out to say the fact that he didn't get the royalties that he deserved. We thought everything had died down, but then someone else who used to be part of the EME family has come out, talk about his relationship with Wizkid. He made some revelations, and that person is no other than Skales. Yes, Skales used to be part of the EME Records, and there were rumors that Skales and Wizkid had some kind of beef. But then before we go on to that one, Skales made some revelations on this podcast. He talked about his journey into the music industry. He talked about the fact that, when he actually came to Lagos, he used to record in a studio with Wizkid. That was how he, met Wizkid. That he did not meet Wizkid while they were signed to EME. That he actually met Wizkid before he got signed to EME. And he also mentioned that it was Wizkid that actually called him to say, you know what, Skales, Banky wants to sign you to the EME Records. And also went ahead to say, you know what, like I said, there are actually rumors that these guys actually had beefs, and it was like, you know what, there was no beef between I and Wizkid. It was just all love and all of that. He also mentioned the fact that he got what he deserved at that point. In this particular interview, he addressed it as bread. The host was asking him if he got bread, and he was like, you know what, yes, I got bread, I got what I deserved at that point. And even when he was asked about the whole Samklef issue, he was like, you know what, I really don't know what was happening at that time. I was part of the label, but then it was something else happening. I do not know. But for me, I actually got what, I felt I deserved at that point. And he also mentioned the fact that he does not have any, issues with Wizkid. He actually said, you know what, he actually looks up to Wizkid. He actually loves Wizkid. And he said, according to what he said in the interview, that they had that fallout after EME, not while they were actually signed to the label. He said it was after EME that he had his fallout with Wizkid, and was also asked if he would want to have a collaboration with Wizkid in the future, and it was like, yes, definitely. If it happens, fine. If it doesn't happen, fine. But then I love Wizkid. It's all love from this particular side. But then this particular video has been trending on social media, and they dropped a short snippet from this particular interview. We made it look like Skales was actually saying bad things about Wizkid, and this particular one got Skales really upset, and he had to come on social media to call out the host of this particular one. So he sent on his Instagram story, he tagged the host saying, "Why does this edit of the trailer look as though I was coming at Wiz and stuff? Where the full video at? Take this down and don't ruin my relationship with my fam." So he actually came out to say, you know what, guys, you need to take this video down. You need to take this video down, because then I didn't say anything wrong about Wizkid. And he went ahead to address Wizkid as family, saying they should take it down because he doesn't want to have issues with his family. He went ahead to tag Gossip Mill, and also went ahead to tag the host of this particular show. All right, guys, so away from Skills, we have Burna Boy. Yes, Odogo Burna Boy. Burna Boy has been in the news recently, from the beginning of this year, because this guy has been doing a whole lot for himself, shutting down shows, shutting down one arena, being the first African artist to do a whole lot of things. But recently this guy was in the news because of his song, Last, and also the fact that he's going to be dropping an album very soon. This particular album has not dropped, but this particular album is already topping charts. So if this album is topping charts already, what is it going to do when it gets released? But then that's not why we have Burna Boy on the news today. We have Burna Boy on the news today because he performed at the BillBoard Music Awards. Like, he performed at the BillBoard Music Award, which was actually very great. He performed this, his recent single titled Last at the awards, and we could see, fans vibing to this particular song, and also singing along. Like I said, making Burna Boy the first African artist ever to perform at the BillBoard Music Awards. And yes, talking about the fact that he has been making history by being the first African artist to perform at some shows. He was actually the first African artist to perform at the Grammys, the BillBoard Awards that happened recently, the Brit Awards, and also the Best Hip Hop Awards. So yes, Burna Boy is out there making history for himself and also making us proud. All right, guys, so with Burna Boy, I'll be rounding up the news for today. Tell us what you think about the news in the comment section, and I'll be in the comment section, guys, responding to some of the comments, if not all. We see what you do for us here on the channel. I really do appreciate you. Bye for now. My name is Emma.